Hey everybody, welcome back. This is yet another video for the Otaku editions. My name is Mercy and this is the Funny Pajamas YouTube channel. Now this is my manga haul for the month of February 2022. But before I get down to it, I just want to tell you guys, if you haven't, please go ahead, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, become a subscriber to my channel, and of course, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you're notified every time I post something new. Well, with that down and out of the way, let's get down to the first clip of this haul. Okay everyone, so it's currently the 19th of Feb 2022 when I'm recording this. I haven't recorded anything any clips of what came in the past 2 weeks because I was just very busy. There's a whole lot that has stockpiled up for the past 3 weeks. So we'll go through them as quickly as possible. I hope, fingers crossed, that I don't blabber on too much. So let's get down to it. So the first volume we are hauling this week is Fire Force volume 21. So now straight off the bat I can tell you this is damaged. There's a horrible crease here, like a fold. I don't know if you can see it right there, straight across. Yeah, not good. It really bugs me when these things come in damaged. It's a total pain in the butt. So anyway, Fire Force 21, I believe 25 volumes are out right now. This is just amping up all the more. This is a staple series that is generally always has at least 1 or 2 volumes in my haul. So Fire Force, what I like about Fire Force, the concept is really intriguing. Stuff has really amped up now where we are. I can't wait to say which direction this goes. I do believe it is coming to an end. It is by the creator of Soul Eater. What I like, the character designs are really unique. Shinra's character design is really unique. All the characters are very unique. They've got a totally different look from other mangas. It's this mangaka's particular style. Now I haven't read Soul Eater. I know Square Enix is coming out with those perfect editions, but they're a bit too pricey for me right now. So that's why I'm hesitating on that. But Fire Force, maybe I'll give Soul Eater a watch, maybe the anime. So Fire Force volume 21. So here we have yet another volume of Fire Force. This is volume 19. So we've got Juggernaut and his captain. I don't know this captain's name, but I do believe this is Juggernaut. So we've got him right on the cover there. Like I've often said, my main gripe with Fire Force volumes are that the backs are all the same. They're just all the same for all the volumes. So that's my main gripe. So yeah, Fire Force volume 19. Next up, I have Black Clover volume 3. Now I have unhauled volumes 1, 2 and 5 I think in some previous hauls. Now that I have 3, I can finally start reading this manga because I want to give the 3 volume. But like I've often said, I do enjoy the anime. I do not find, like many people think, that the main character Asta is really irritating. But I don't feel like that. Now first off, when I'm holding this volume, I don't know why, but this cover is so stiff. I mean, look at the cover for these. It's like really floppy. You can feel it's floppy. But this one, the cover is like a bit stiff. I don't know what the reason is. Anyway, Black Clover volume 3. Now I can finally start reading this. I have high hopes for this series. I hear nothing but good things about the manga. I don't necessarily hear great things about the anime, but I do hear good stuff about the manga. So from this, basically we have Asta who's trying to become, who has no powers, magical powers whatsoever in this world where they require magical powers to, sort of go on with their lives. Their status is based on that. So it's basically his journey to achieve his dreams. Of course, he's got this best friend who's a prodigy sort of, and who manages to get a very rare grimoire. Now grimoires for them decides what type of magic they can do and stuff. So it's really interesting. The premise is interesting. This is from what I gather extremely interesting battle shonen. And just looking at the artwork here, wow. I hear the battles are amazing in this, and I can't wait to see the character growth each one of these characters have. So yeah, Black Clover Volume 3. Next up in the haul, we have volumes 4 and 5 of The Witch and the Beast. I cannot sing the praises of this series enough. I thoroughly enjoyed the series. I read the first 3 volumes, and the minute I finished, I knew I had to own as much of the series as possible. So this is volume 4 and 5. I believe till volume 7 should be out, 7 or 8 are out. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I love this series. This is dark fantasy at its best. The art style, I really like the art style. For those of you into dark fantasy, magic and action and stuff like that, give this a go. You will not be disappointed. It's got really dark tones, a really gothic feel to it. I love the covers. How each cover has got like a one main color that is predominant in it. So for those of you who don't know what The Witch and the Beast is, basically follows these 2 characters, Guido and Ashaf. They're sort of like a team, and they work for this organization that deals with magic related problems, and basically what they're doing is hunting for a witch who placed a curse on Guido here. So Guido's relationship with this organization is not great. She's just like, okay, the only reason she helps them out is so that she can use them to find the witch that she's searching for. Now they need to find this witch to get the curse lifted. So basically it's like you scratch your back, I scratch yours, something like a sort of a relationship like that. So it just follows these 2 characters as they go hunting, looking from place to place, trying to find find the witch that cast the curse. So I have read till volume 3. It was in my reading log, so I will put up a card there so they can check out the reading log if you want, so that you will have you can check it out and have an idea what the series is about. So yeah, I'm glad I got into this. First off, I didn't think this would be my typical fare. It does look from the basic synopsis, I thought it wouldn't be, but I'm glad I gave this a shot, and I'm glad I read it. So here we have volume 7. Now I do believe this is volume 7. This is the latest volume out, if I'm not mistaken. I sung the praises of The Witch and the Beast. Give it a shot. The art style is definitely unique. The eyes, if you can see, the eyes are really well done in this. So yeah, definitely give this a go. I will definitely recommend to those who like dark gothic fantasies and stuff like that. This is gonna be right up your alley. And of course, we have some Mishima goodness. Eden Zero Volume 14. Now I'm not going to show much of this because this is on the later, towards the later part of the series. I do believe there is Volume 15 is going to be out soon, or is out at the time of recording this. I'm not sure. So yeah, Volume 14, we've got Justice and Elsie on the cover. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this definitely looks like a Jalal knockoff, and this of course is Urza. Elsie is definitely an Urza lookalike. Okay, so we've got those 2 main characters in the cover, and we've got Shiki. Like I said, this is going interesting places. Not sure how I feel about it. I do enjoy it. I do enjoy Eden Zero a tad bit more than I enjoy Fairy Tail. Full disclosure, I have not seen or read Rave Master. Should get on that train soon. So yeah, Eden Zero Volume 14. I don't know whether I should show you guys some of the artwork, but yeah, this is Mishima's latest stuff. I believe the anime is up. I have watched season 1. I'm in the middle of season 2. So yeah, definitely give Eden Zero a go. If you like Fairy Tail, you're gonna love Eden Zero, because basically Fairy Tail in space. But like I said, I'm a bit partial to Eden Zero. So yeah, Eden Zero Volume 14. Next up, we have a banger of a volume 14 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Now this is the most recent volume that is currently out, and we've got my man Sukuna on the cover. honestly, till where I have read in Jujutsu Kaisen, Sukuna does not play much of a major role. I am interested with him on the cover of this volume. I'm kind of really interested to see more of him because I really like him as a character. Of course, I'm a big Gojo fan, but Sukuna's a close second. So yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen, this is Peak Shonen Volume 14. I enjoy this. I love the anime. I've watched all the anime. I really hope they jump on season 2 because I can't wait for it. So yeah, I do not want to open this to show you stuff because I don't want to spoil any of you guys. But give Jujutsu Kaisen a try. It has got a lot of the common tropes you have, but it is fun. It's dark. It gets really dark, and I enjoy it. I enjoy the heck out of it. So Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 14. Next up on our haul, we Chainsaw Man Volume 7. Now I have a straight run of up to Volume 8. I do believe Volume 9 is the latest one that's out. I hope that I have ordered it. I don't know in which hall it will make it in. But Chainsaw Man Volume 7, they are restocking a lot of these volumes. So if you are interested in this, do jump on it. I started this series off this month. I'll tell you frankly, I started it this month only. Please don't come at me, guys. But it is a lot darker than what I expected it to be. The artwork's scratchy, but I enjoy it. A lot of stuff happens. They do not pull their punches in this one. I haven't read this mangaka's any of his other works. I think Fire Punch is his other work, but I want to read Chainsaw Man. I can't wait for the anime that's coming. The animation looks really cool, and I have said multiple times that's what made me jump into buying this. So yeah, I from what I have read of Chainsaw Man so far, I haven't read much, mind you. I haven't read much. I enjoy it. I love it. What I've read so far. I definitely suggest darker shonen stuff. This you should give it a go. If blood, guts, and gore does not trigger you in any way, then I suggest you give this a go. This is interesting. It does get really dark, so be careful with that. So yeah, Chainsaw Man Volume 7. Like I said, now I have a straight run up to Volume 8. Next in this haul, we have Beastars Volume 6 and 7. Now Beastars did not feature in many of my hauls because I have told you often that I collect most of my series in chronological order, like sequentially. So I prefer to go that unless it's a very rare series, what happened to me in Gaiman and Fruits Basket. Those are the only series in which I collected the volumes haphazardly as and when I could get them together and piece the series together. But so the main reason these Beastars did not feature in any of my hauls was because I was not able to get my hands on these two volumes, volume 6 and 7. The minute they came back into stock, I swooped them up. Beastars, I have watched a bit of the anime. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I really loved the manga. I've read a bit of it. I do enjoy it. I had to put it on hold because I didn't have these volumes. But now that I have these are the ones which I was having trouble getting. I will be able to start once again continue collecting this series. I enjoy this. Those of you who think that this is like for furries and all, do give this a go. This has got a bit of everything in it. It's got drama. It's got mystery, it's got romance, it's got everything. It's got psychological. It's a psychological thriller. Give it a go. You will not regret it. Don't look. I mean, I know some people find the art style a little difficult to get used to. But once you get used to it, this tells an amazing story. So basically, this is a story about our main character, Legoshi. Now let me find a picture of him. Yeah, this is Legoshi right here. He's a wolf, but he's basically a very gentle guy. And this is a world where, okay, I forgot it. This is a world where carnivores and herbivores live together. And this is all, where I am right now, is all in a school setting. And these carnivores and herbivores, they live together. But there is always tension between the carnivores and the herbivores. And then this amps up when one of the herbivores is found dead. He's killed by a carnivore whom they suspect, and Legoshi comes under suspicion. He's a grey wolf. He's like on the top of the food chain, and but the guy is really gentle. He's a gentle soul, and he gets a thing for this this rabbit named Haru. So it's like this, how can a carnivore have a relationship with a herbivore and that sort of thing and all. So it explores dynamics and statuses in society to a great deal, and I think the mangaka Paru Itagaki does an amazing job of this. I do believe there's a prequel called Beast Complex which is out, but I have not personally, I have not read it, nor have I got it yet. I want to finish this before I try that. So yeah, Beastars, I'd tell you guys, definitely give it a shot. It's where I am right now. It is amazing. It's really good. If the anime is not your thing, definitely give the manga a shot. By the way, I believe this mangaka is the daughter of the guy who did the Baki franchise. So the art styles are very different, but yeah, just a tidbit of information there. So Beastars Volume 7 and 6, I would definitely recommend you give this a read. So in my next package, we have 20th Century Boys, the Perfect Editions Volume 1 by Naoki Urasawa. Now, I know a lot of this mangaka Naoki Urasawa's works are very well known and they are very popular, and I really wanted to get into them. So when I started collecting this, I was clueless. I thought I'd start collecting 20th Century Boys because I had heard amazing things about this. I was not able to get Monster, a lot of the volumes. So I started it. I managed to get my hands on volume 3 and 4, but for the longest times, volume 1 and 2 have been out of stock. Volume 2, as of right now, is still extremely out of stock, and I'm not able to get it anywhere by any means. But volume 1 did come back into stock, so I swooped it up as soon as possible on Amazon. Now, from what I read about this is basically this group of friends, and it's got dynamics where there's a cult involved. These group of friends, they sort of, from what I gather, one of them ends up dead, and the cause is this cult leader who somehow has a connection to these kids' background, to these kids' past. And from what I gather, they somehow something to do with what a club that they had going on when they were younger. A lot of stuff that they assumed would happen ends up happening in the future, and this cult is somehow involved in this. So it's called like a mystery thing. From what I hear, this is an extremely bingeable series, and from what I gather, it is better to binge read this than read it one volume at a time. So that's why I'm holding off reading this. Even though I have volume 1, I'm not going to start this. Naoki Urasawa's artwork it's unique. It's not something I normally am used to, but I want to give it a go. I've heard people sing the praises of this mangaka. His new works, Asadora, is out now. I had thought maybe I should get into Asadora, but then I thought maybe, okay, why not give go first. So yeah, still waiting on on the second volume of this omnibus edition. Once I get that, maybe I'll be able to start reading it, but this is one which I'm going to try piecing together as much as possible. So that's it, volume 1 of Naoki Urasawa's 20th Century Boys. I've heard a lot of his works are pretty much of a slow burn, kind of why you need to binge read them, because binge reading them tends to be the better way to go with these. Even Monster, I've heard it's better to binge read rather than read it one at a time with gaps in between, mainly because there are small hints, subtle hints here and there that you are not going to pick up if you read it, stagger the reading one at a time. So yeah, Naoki Urasawa's 20th Century Boys. I am very excited to read this. A very acclaimed mangaka, critically acclaimed mangaka, and I can't wait to start sampling his works. So yeah, that's volume 1. also in that pack we had Those Not So Sweet Boys volume 5. Now I already have volumes 1 to 4, so we have volume 5 now. I can continue reading this. This is a really cute shoujo. So we've got this girl she's going to a school, and there are these 4 boys who are considered delinquents, who never turn up to school and all that. And this girl, she's having a tough time, so she's also having a job which is not allowed according to their school regulations. But then the chairman or the headmaster, I'm not sure which, he finds out that she's got a job, and he strikes a deal with her. He tells her, okay, you get these 4 guys to come to start attending their classes, to come to school, and I will let you continue having your job. I let it pass. So she's put in this bind. So she says okay. She goes and tries to befriend these 4 guys and get them to come to school and stuff. So this is basically her relationship with 4 of them, mainly one of them. Since this is a shoujo, obviously one of them is going to be the love interest, and this is basically her interactions with them, and how her relationship with all three of the others and the main guy, how it blossoms. So yeah, I believe there are 7 volumes going to be in this thing. Yoko no Giri, I do have one of her other works, That Wolf Boy Is Mine. I enjoyed That Wolf Boy Is Mine. Clearly you can see the similarities in the stories, particularly where you read, you can easily see the similarities in the stories. But I enjoyed it, and I want to see where it goes. It's a short, I'm guessing it's going to be, from what I hear, it is 7 volumes. And Yoko Nigiri's works are generally shorter series. I do believe she also has Love and Focus. That Wolf Boy Is Mine is, I think, 4 volumes, and Love and Focus is also 4 volumes. So generally her series are short from what I gather. This is a slightly longer one, but I am very interested in seeing where this goes. I love this little pooch, by the way. In case you guys don't know, I love animals. So Those Not So Sweet Boys, for those of you with a sweet tooth who want to read fluffy romance stuff, shoujo stuff, give this a go. I definitely recommend. Next up, we have Fruits Baskets volumes 8 and 6. Okay, so Fruits Baskets is one of those mangas that I'm collecting and piecing together as and when I can get my hands on them. I was having a tough time with volume 6. I could not get my hands on it. And I was sticking to my guns and saying, no, I am going to collect it sequentially. But then I had terrible time. I could not get any of these volumes. So I said, okay, as in the case of Chainsaw Man, let me get whichever I can, whenever I can. So now that I have 6, I think I have 8, 9, 11 and 12. So I need 10 and volume 7, I believe, which I still need. So I think volume 10 should, but volume 7 I'm having trouble with. If I'm getting those 2 volumes, I will have the entire series and then I can read it. Fruits Basket. Okay, first let me tell you about these volumes. First off, these covers, I love them, but my main gripe is they get dirty really easily. It's really easy to get them dusty and dirty, and that's my main gripe with them. But I do enjoy it. Straight off, it looks like your happy, fun-filled thing. It is a fun shoujo, but it is a dark shoujo. There are some very dark themes in this, stuff that normally you don't see in shoujo. This is a classic. I have not watched the new anime. I do want to watch it, but I want to read the manga first. Generally, I always tend to want to read the manga first before I read the anime. Before I watch the anime. So that's why I want to read the manga first before I watch it. It looks on the surface very fluffy. So basically what we've got our main girl Tohru, who ends up homeless due to a twist in circumstances. And she comes across the Somas. So there's 3 of them living in this house. Well, initially there are 2. So she comes across the Somas and they invite her to live with them. Now the Somas have a secret. Whenever they are hugged by a member of the opposite sex, they turn into an animal from the Chinese zodiac. So different members turn into different animals from the Chinese zodiac. Only a few, there are I think 12 of them that have this curse on them. So she finds out about this, but through through a series of events, they agree not to erase her memory and agree to allow her to stay and keep her memory. So that's how she ends up in living with these guys. And it's her interaction with these fellows, and how she bonds with them, how she gets to know each of them. So these are our two main leads, Kyo and Yuki. So this is Kyo, this is Yuki. So I believe he's the cat and he's the rat. So they've always obviously got kind of an enmity going on between them. Now I've tried to stay as spoiler free as possible for this manga. I'm really hoping it heads in the direction that I want. I hope the ship that I want gets confirmed. I'm guessing it is, but I'm still keeping my fingers crossed. I love to ship my characters. So anyway, Fruits Basket, it gets very dark at times. It's not the fluffy shoujo. It has its very light-hearted moments at times. But if I would suggest, if you're a bit adventurous in your shoujo, just give this a go. This is a classic and it is well loved for a reason. So Fruits Baskets volume 6 and 8. Okay, in the next package, we have Beauty and the Beast of Paradise Lost. This is by the mangaka Kaori Yuki. I have volumes 1 and 2. This is volume 3. I do believe this is a 4 volume series. This follows the tale of Beauty and the Beast, but kind of it's got I don't know how, I haven't started reading the story yet, so I don't know how Milton's Paradise Lost features in, but from the story I know, there's this young girl. She and her mother, there's this forest, there's a forbidden forest which is supposed to have a beast in it who steals away beautiful young ladies. So this girl, when she's a small toddler, she's playing in this forest with her mother. She wants to play, and even though her father tells her not to go, she goes out, and then her mother goes with her, and the mother is kidnapped. So the father, he doesn't want the same thing to happen to the daughter, who has got this unusual violet hair, and she's a beauty on her own. So he keeps her hidden and locked away from everyone. Now years later, she's grown up into a young lady and she goes back into the forest, and I'm guessing she encounters the beast again. Now from where that story goes further from that, I don't know. Now I will frankly tell you, I'm biased towards this. I am a big Disney fan. I love Disney princesses. I was that girl who loved Disney princesses. I loved Beauty and the Beast, and I know a lot of people crap on the live action remake, but I thought it was pretty decent. I didn't think it was extremely good or anything. I had my problems with it, but I thought it was okay. It was pretty good. It's what they could do with it. On the whole, it was a good experience for me, but I grew up on Beauty and the Beast, the original animated one. My mom used to play it when I was a kid. I loved it. I enjoyed it. I loved the songs. I used to sing them all the time. So I'm a little biased on this. I'm very interested in seeing which direction this takes, how Paradise Lost works into this. Now I haven't read Milton's Paradise Lost, but I'm guessing that's the Paradise Lost they are referring to here. So yeah, this is supposed to take a dark look at the Beauty and the Beast story. So yeah, it was totally a cover buy for me, sort of, almost. The name Beauty and the Beast sort of sold it for me. So I hope I'm not disappointed in this. But I will be waiting till the 4th volume comes in, till I read this. Till then, I'm not going to be touching this series. So yeah, Beauty and the Beast of Paradise Lost, volume 3. Now also in that parcel was Hell's Paradise volume 4. Now Hell's Paradise, this is another one which I was late on the train. This is the story of my life. I'm always late on the train to stuff. So this is one which I was really late on the train to. I wasn't sure whether this would be up my alley, but I'm giving this a fair go. But now that I decided to start collecting this, of course all the volumes are absolutely unattainable, particularly volumes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do believe I have volumes 2. I think I have volume 2 and now volume 4. I not got volumes 1 and 3, and I want those volumes I obviously need volume 1 before I can read this. I do believe, from what I read, volume 1 you need to go past it. It is a bit of a slow start. Now the story behind Hell's Paradise. Now this is one, I believe the mangaka was an assistant to Tatsuki Fujimoto, who did Chainsaw Man. So that's really interesting. This is getting an anime adaptation. It's supposed to be really dark. From what I gather, the story revolves around this assassin named Gabi Maru, who ends up getting captured and sentenced to death. Now the shogun gives him a ultimatum. He gives him a proposal. He tells him, okay, there's this island and there's this elixir which you can find only on this paradise island, and if you can get that for me, I will exonerate you, I will free you, you can go back. Now Gabi Maru wants to go back to his wife. He loves his wife and he wants to return to her. So he says, okay, if I'm not going to get executed, I will go to this island and I will retrieve this elixir for you. Now this elixir has, from what I gather, it will grant the shogun immortality. But the thing is, he's not the only one who's been sent. He's sent with sort of a handler sort of person who has to make sure he doesn't try to escape and stuff like that. So there are other convicts with handler pairs that are going, and all of them are looking for this elixir. Now there's a reason why it's so difficult to get this elixir. It's got something to do with the island. Now I really don't know what it's got to do with the island, what the mystery is, and that's kind of what really has got me interested in this. I want to know what it is about this island. What is this big secret? From what I gather, this is brutal. Straight off you can see they don't pull their punches with this one. The action is good. From what I hear, it takes time. If you get past the first volume and then you can get it, but many people love the first volume also. That's why I wanted to collect a bit of it before I started reading. But I guess this is going to be like Chainsaw Man. I'm going to have to pick up the volumes as and when they come. I can get my hands on them. So Hell's Paradise, this is one I'm really excited for. I hope I'm able to get my hands on volumes 1 and 3. So yeah, Hell's Paradise volume 4. And the last volume in this particular clip, we have Kaiju number 8. Now this has been extremely hyped up, this series, and I heard of it. I wasn't sure, do I want to get into this or not? So I gave it a read on the Shonen Jump app, and I gotta say I enjoyed it. I liked it. I know that in front there's a color page, and that color page is really good. Yeah, so there's a color page right up front. So basically from what I can tell, the story, I didn't read too much because I wanted to read the physical copy. I think I read 2 or 3 chapters, that's it. From basically our hero, who shockingly enough for a shonen manga is in his 30s, and it's in this world where cities keep getting attacked by kaiju, and there's this group of people who fights off the kaiju, and there's this group of people who cleans up the mess after the kaiju's been killed and destroyed. So our main character is part of this particular cleaning crew, and his childhood friend ends up being in the crew which fights the kaiju, and he's like, how did I end up in this situation where I'm just the cleaning crew? I originally wanted to be one of the among the fighters, among the ones who battle it out with the kaiju. I wanted to join my childhood friend. So basically this is his story. Now I don't know much, I'm not going to spoil from what I've read, but what I read on the app, I liked it. From what I read, mind you, I read only 2 or 3 chapters, but I enjoyed it. So when this came in, and it is really hyped up, I definitely wanted to give it a shot. So here's hoping Kaiju number 8 does not disappoint. I don't think it's going to disappoint because from what I read, I thoroughly enjoyed it. So Kaiju number 8, interested in seeing where this goes. The last volume for this haul. Okay, now this is the last item in this particular clip, which ironically is not a manga. This is a graphic novel, and from what I gather, this was originally a webtoon. This was the number 1 rated webtoon, and I heard amazing things about this from a lot of people, from a lot of readers and booktubers and manga tubers also. I heard a lot about this. This is Lower Olympus by Rachel Smith, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. I was not sure whether I should get this. I didn't know whether the art style was particularly for me. But from what I gather, this follows the story of Hades and Persephone. Now, straight off looking at this, there's a lot of white space, which surprisingly seems to work well for this series. Now, I gotta say, straight off the bat, I love mythology. I particularly love Greek mythology. And you give me any story with Greek mythology, any rendition of it, anything involving Greek mythology, I'm there for it. I enjoy Greek mythology. I love reading it. I loved reading about it. I was one of those guys, those girls who used to, geek out over Greek mythology of all things. And there were many who shared my taste, particularly where I grew up. So Greek mythology has been a secret pleasure of mine. I love reading it. I love reading all the stories. I love books based on Greek mythology also. But I gotta say, I was not a Percy Jackson gal. That was just not my thing. I did watch the movies. I never read any of the books. But basically, I love Greek mythology. I like mythology on most aspects. I also like to dabble in Norse mythology and stuff like that. There's this amazing I think Norse Mythology by Neil Gaiman. I love that book. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Kind of why I'm partial towards Loki and Thor, particularly the Thor series. By the way, I love the Loki character in the Marvel movies. Those of you who know, you know. Okay, so I digress. So you'd think that being gravitating towards Greek mythology, I would have liked Lower Olympus, but the main thing that really held me back was I was not so sure about the art style. I was not sure whether it was my kind of thing. But since I've been getting into graphic novels and comics a bit more of late, I wanted to give this a go. So I jumped the gun and I purchased this. So I'm going to give this a go. Like I said, there's a lot of white space, which seems to work for this art style shockingly. I know a lot of people in the States got that Barnes & Noble exclusive, but since we have no Barnes & Noble here in where I reside, that's going to be a problem. So I went in for this. So Lower Olympus, I don't know how I'm going to like this. I really hope I enjoy it. So far, Greek mythology, right up my alley. I enjoy it, but I have a feeling I really don't know. But anyway, that's all for this clip. See you in the next clip. Hey everyone, so it's currently the 26th of February when I'm recording this clip, and I'm guessing this is going to be the final clip in this month's haul. So a couple of packages came in this week. I know a lot came in I unpackaged a lot in the previous clip, but quite a few packages came in this week, so let's quickly unbox them. So first in this clip is Black Clover Volume 4. Now I've not got much to say about Black Clover. I have a straight run up to Volume 5 right now. I'm going to give the first 5 volumes a go before I make my decision whether I should continue this or not. But I do have high hopes for Black Clover. The artwork, the action looks absolutely amazing. This is supposed to be a really good battle shonen from what I hear. So it looks like something that's totally up my alley. So yeah, I can't wait to give this a go. So next in the haul, I have Sweat and Soap Volume 11. Now this is the final volume in this series. I know there is a box set coming out, and I don't know whether I may sell off the volumes and get the box set, or I may just keep the volumes. But currently I'm unable to proceed with this particular series because I am missing Volume 5. I just am not able to get my hands on Volume 5. I don't know why. I don't want to show off anything, but clearly the cover is a bit of a spoiler. But this is a really interesting manga series. I believe it is seinen, which was surprising for me because I thought for sure it would be a josei I didn't think it would be a shonen, but I was pretty sure that it would be a josei. But apparently this is a seinen. Now I had fun with whatever I've read so far. which you can obviously guess because I picked up the rest of the series. Like I said, this is the final volume in the series, but I just need volume 5 before I can read further. I'm holding off my reading mainly because of that. It's been some time since I've Sweat and Soap has turned up in any of my hauls, but I wholeheartedly enjoyed the series. I wasn't sure if this would be something up my alley. When I read the synopsis and heard about it, I was like, okay, this guy has got the sniffing thing, so am I going to enjoy this? But a lot of manga tubers kept saying, go get past that original thing. It is actually a very wholesome romance. It gets like spicy at times, so it is for older teens, that is 16 plus. But I'm glad I listened to all the manga tubers out there, the ones I saw who highly recommended this series, and I do enjoy it. Like I said, I am waiting for volume 5, then I can definitely binge read the whole thing. But till I get that elusive volume, I am going to hold off on this particular series. This is a really wholesome, a very healthy romance between our two main characters. So both of them work in this Bath and Body Works, company, and our main guy, he is in the development department, and our main lady here, she has this inferiority complex because she sweats a lot and she feels highly self-conscious because of it. But one day she comes across our main guy who happens to catch a whiff of her and really likes her smell, the smell she gives off, and he really likes it, so he's got that thing. So if you can get past that initial awkwardness like I did, it's a very wholesome romance. It's a very healthy romance, which is very refreshing to see in most manga. So give this, and I can't wait to read this. I really hope I can get my hands on that volume 5. So Sweat and Soap volume 11. Next up, we have volume 9 of Chainsaw Man. This is the latest volume that is currently out of Chainsaw Man as of when I'm recording this. Wow, Chainsaw Man, it is definitely a lot more than I expected. They do not pull their punches on this one. I don't know what else I can say about Chainsaw Man. It's all the rage, it's all the hype. That the trailer, I always say this, that trailer looks amazing. Just if you can stomach a bit of gore and violence, give Chainsaw Man a go. I wasn't sure about this myself, and that's why I was very late in picking up this series, which I do regret. But now I have a straight run, I think, up till volume 9. So I am up to date. This is what I believe. There are 11 volumes in the first part of Chainsaw Man that the creator Tatsuki Fujimoto has come out saying that there will be a second part to Chainsaw Man. I am not up to date with it on the app. I am reading this purely in the physical format. So yeah, 9 is the latest volume. I don't want to open up to show you the artwork because I'm not sure if I will give. I'm pretty sure there will be some spoilers which I do not want to give. So yeah, I definitely, this is, if you're into shonen, if you can stomach a bit of gore and violence, Chainsaw Man will probably be right up your alley. It's gritty, it's dark. They do not pull their punches with this one. The body count is extremely high, and yeah, overall I've started reading this. I'm a good way through it. I have a blast with this series and I can't wait for more. And the last item in this month's haul is Classroom of the Elite Volume 1. Now this, unlike the other items in my haul, is a light novel, and this is my first light novel. Very honestly, I wasn't sure how to get into light novels. I didn't know where to take the step, what series to first sample, or which one to start off with. But I hear great things about this particular series. I know the Prom G raves about it and has said nothing but good things about this series. So I wanted to give this series a go. It is a light novel, so yeah, it's got lots of words, but I've always personally loved reading. So this is the first time I'm trying a light novel. I really hope I'm not disappointed in this. From what I hear, it's amazing. It's like this school where it's a battle of brains among all the students. Basically is what I hear, and our main character needs to make it to the top. They need to outsmart each other. It's like an extremely elite school where the biggest brains, the biggest prodigies all end up, and basically they need to outsmart each other. I don't know on what level or what, but I know there is an anime. I've not watched the anime, so I'm going into this totally blind, this light novel. This is, like I said, this is my first light novel, and hopefully if I enjoy this, and I do find other light novel series, if you guys have any recommendations, please hit me up in the comment section. Let me know light novel series you recommend. Generally like I've often said, I stay away from the isekai genre, so that's I am getting into it a bit now here and there. So yeah, Classroom of the Elite, can't wait to read that. So these are all that came in this week, and my haul this month has been pretty good. I've got some new stuff, some really fascinating stuff I'm really delving into. So if you guys, any of you have any comments, suggestions, recommendations, you guys know, hit me up in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. Makes my day when I hear from you guys. And if you want to contact me by social media, my social media links are all in the description down below. They are also currently up on the screen, so you can hit me up on those social media accounts anytime you want. If social media is not your jazz, I'm available on email. My email is also currently up on the screen, simply on mercy@funny-pajamas.com, pajamas with a Y. So that's all I have for you guys in this month's haul. I can't believe February is already at an end. Wow, the time sure does fly. So I've got a lot of new manga to read. Would love to hear from you guys. But with that, I'm gonna end it right here, right now. So here's wishing you guys a good time, a happy time. I'm gonna sign out for now. This is Mercy signing out. Bye. Have a good one, everyone. See you in the next one.